Hello guys, welcome to the Alratsta channel to discuss and explain the exciting storyline of your favorite series, SwallowedStar episode 220. In the previous episode, when Luo Fang was brought to the Beast God world to train, he successfully activated the I Am the Universe technique, using his remote ocean body to create a miniature universe. After training for 180 million years in the Beast God world and comprehending 64 engraved patterns, he finally managed to master the heart of the Beast God and create a Universe Master Level technique. Luo Fang then challenged the Ancestor in hand-to-hand combat using the Sky Tearing Claw and Golden Beast God techniques, eventually winning the duel and obtaining the Beast God armor, a legendary armor set consisting of 526 true treasures. And after going through a series of events on the original star, which were exclusively shown in the movie version, Luo Fang returned to human territory. So, what happens next? Alright, without further ado, let's dive right into the story. In his god country, Luo Fang reflected on the series of massive events he had just been through, from fierce battles against powerful warriors of various races and conflicts, with Universe Master Level fighters, to the slaughter of thousands of Universe Venerables. Out of everything that happened on the original star, he would never forget those experiences. Now, Luo Fang's journey on the original star has finally come to an end, and with his current strength, he's even recognized as a Universe Master Level warrior. Well, to be fair guys, Luo Fang is actually still at the top Universe Overlord level right now, but since his power is on par with a Universe Master, the good news is he also successfully reclaimed full ownership rights over Earth. Not only that, but Luo Fang also fully completed his 9-volume manual training after his adventure to the ancient Qin secret region to retrieve the 5th black metal. Right now, he can even fully control the Star Tower and has learned the Universe Master Level technique on the first floor. And lastly, he also received a treasure from his master, Zuoshan Chaos Sword, called the Peerless Guest Sword, which he got after defeating the Sinking Fire Master, a Tier 3 Universe Master from the Demon race. So yeah, even though he's still a top Universe Overlord, Luo Fang's current titles are Blade River Master and Milky Way Horde Leader. Not long after, a message notification came from the Chaos City Lord, ordering Luo Fang to head to Thunder Island immediately. Once he got there, Luo Fang had no idea why his master had summoned him, but suddenly he was startled by a continuous wave of laws though, without any killing intent, and at that very moment, a huge, mysterious shadow appeared. However, Luo Fang quickly recognized that the person in front of him was Longyan Master, a Universe Master Level warrior he had met before on the original star when he was surrounded by Universe Masters from the 3-race alliance. It was thanks to Longyan Master disrupting space and time that Luo Fang managed to survive that siege. Shortly after, a snowflake appeared out of nowhere, revealing a Universe Master named Bingfeng Master, who specializes in ice powers. True to his nickname, the Ice Summit Master, this guy has a super cold personality. Even when Luo Fang paid his respects, he just acted indifferent and ignored Luo Fang's presence. But behind that icy exterior, when it comes to caring for the human race, he makes it his top priority, whether it's a big or small issue. Because of that, he has made massive contributions with his every action. After that, Luo Fang was once again startled by a spatial rift that unleashed a boundless aura of darkness, enveloping the area around him. That dark aura was the exact opposite of the calm vibe radiating from the Chaos City Lord. From that rift emerged the most mysterious figure among all the Universe Masters, the Darkness Master, along with his disciple, the Yuho Master. Out of all the Universe Masters present, these were the powerhouses leading the Virtual Universe Company, and they were fellow martial brothers under the same master as Luo Fang's master, the Chaos City Lord. According to info from Babata, she mentioned that these two are the most mysterious figures. There aren't even any public records confirming they exist, but behind the scenes, they are the hidden weapons helping from the shadows. Here, Babata was a bit skeptical about the two of them with their dark and evil auras. Were they really from the same sect as the Chaos City Lord, who has such a warm and calm aura? But without a doubt, they were indeed fellow martial brothers who shared the same master. The purpose of this meeting was that the Primal Chaos City leader officially gathered the 3 leaders of the virtual universe just to meet a legendary figure who was the master of the Chaos City Lord, as well as the founder of the Virtual Universe Company organization. Their journey ended at a location in the middle of a void filled with thousands of white threads. Each thread radiated highly concentrated natural law fluctuations, ranging from basic elemental laws to super complex laws of space and time. It was here that Luo Fang felt an aura very similar to the laws of the original universe, indicated by his golden body reacting in sync with the gold laws he had mastered. According to the Chaos City Lord, Luo Feng's intuition wasn't wrong, because their master's residence was also the core center of the laws, or the control center for the natural laws of this virtual universe. Hearing this, Luo Fang was shocked because even though the virtual universe isn't the real universe, it somehow possessed almost identical law concepts. Upon arriving, Luo Fang was greeted by the sight of a gigantic old man in a white robe, wrapped in countless threads of laws around him. The fact is, the figure in front of Luo Fang was actually a statue, but not just any statue. It was the manifestation of Ancestor Yuan, the master of the primal Chaos City leader. It's known that he was the first human to reach the level of the most powerful true god in the universe, and his name had shaken the entire original universe. It's also known that he had explored the whole universe, even venturing beyond its boundaries. Furthermore, with just a blink of an eye, an entire fleet of enemy races back then was wiped out in seconds, and no one could match his power, not even those at the same level. Thanks to Ancestor Yuan creating the virtual universe, he led the human race to continuously grow and become stronger until they became the #1 strongest race in the universe at that time. It was through his guidance that the Chaos City Lord's generation of martial brothers could become as strong as they are today, allowing the human race to survive to this day. Hearing this, Luo Feng was left in awe, because this figure radiated an incredibly extraordinary aura, filled with a wisdom that made anyone who looked at him feel at peace. In that deeply sacred meeting, the Chaos City Lord and the others paid their respects to their master. He also didn't forget to report the results of the previous task his master had given him as the guardian of Primal Chaos City. The Chaos City Lord also shared some great news with his master, officially introducing Luo Feng as a new universe master of the human race who would become a pillar of pride, leading the human race to become even stronger in the future. Well, even though Ancestor Yuan remained silent, he could hear the Chaos City Lord's explanation, guys. After finishing their respects to the master, the Chaos City Lord and the others said their goodbyes and flew off, leaving the area. On the way back, Luo Feng asked why Ancestor Yuan had fallen. Considering he had once explored the universe, something must have happened to him to put him in his current situation. Hearing that Luo Feng thought his master was dead, the Chaos City Lord gave a brief answer. His master wasn't dead. The Darkness Master then explained that their master had reached a point where his level was at the very peak of a Tier 10 True God, the final stage of a True God, and he was trying to find a way to break through to the Void True God level. Unfortunately, right now he is in a state of being suppressed by the laws of the universe because his power was deemed too dangerous and violated the operational rules of the original universe. Even though Ancestor Yuan had tried to challenge the universe origin countless times to seek a path to higher power, he never gave up on breaking through. However, the laws of the universe wouldn't allow it, and in the end, he lost the battle against the will of the universe and was permanently suppressed. Hearing that, Luo Feng asked if there was any way or solution to free him. Sadly, there wasn't. Ever since the news about Ancestor Yuan leaked, many other races took the opportunity to compete with the human race. The Chaos City Lord's goal in bringing Luo Feng along this time was to let him know that the burden of restoring the human race to its former glory now rested on both of their shoulders. Well, even though there's no solution right now, of course, the MC will find a way to free him later, guys. Fast forward 100,000 years later, a massive change happened on planet Earth because, surprisingly, the bloodline of Earth grew insanely fast. It developed so much that humans from Earth were now spread all over the universe to build their lives there. For example, some got married, built brotherhoods, and started families with humans from other planets. This was also proven during the Virtual Universe Company's Genius Tournament, where humans from Earth had a super high probability of churning out genius fighters. The concentration of elite geniuses gathering on Earth caused the average power standard of its residents to skyrocket to the point where Star Traveler level fighters became a common sight on the streets. In fact, Star Universe and even Immortal level beings were often seen living side by side with regular citizens, including Luo Feng and his two brothers, Hong and Lei Shen, who are currently at the Immortal King level. The truth is, Earth has now become a highly contested spot for many races who want to live there. The reason is the soul-transforming effect it has on babies born there. Based on existing data, a pregnant mother has to be on Earth at least from her 3rd month of pregnancy so the fetus can get the maximum environmental influence leading up to birth. Kids born on Earth are proven to have way higher potential in talent and intelligence compared to those born on other planets, ensuring a continuous influx of talented younger generations to the planet. Even though Luo Fang is now part of the human race's Supreme Council, he still often faces doubts about Earth's future. Despite its growth, the results are all thanks to the backing of the 5 great organizations. For instance, Huang Jian Master, leader of the Universe Mercenary Alliance, Qingdong Master from the Universe First Bank, and various other factions might stop protecting Earth from alien threats, which wouldn't be easy to handle. Because whenever Luofeng is gone, there will definitely be parties trying to take advantage of the situation. For the sake of Earth's future safety, Luo Fang needs to get stronger to gain more voice and influence for his home planet. While still on Earth, Luo Fang took the time to hang out with his family and train in various places he used to visit. He also didn't forget to meet up with his first friend, Wei Wen, and shockingly, he's already at the Immortal level now, guys. For the next 12 years, Luo Fang split his time between Earth and his god country to study the 2nd form of the Shiwu wings. The process turned out to be way more complicated than he imagined, but his dedication paid off until he finally managed to understand the secret ancient engravings on those silver wings. To test the full power of his new technique without endangering Earth, Luo Fang teleported to a super distant, desolate, and uninhabited area in outer space. When Luo Fang activated the 2nd form, his Shiwu wings became incredibly sharp, with golden threads radiating an elegant yet deadly aura. This power created a golden light domain technique that covered an unbelievably massive area, giving Luo Fang complete control over everything inside it. He could sense the presence of living beings around him, down to construction crews and patrol ships within that giant radius with mind-blowing detail. Lei Shen and the Hong also witnessed Luo Feng's domain technique, and they all felt absolute joy and pride for their 3rd brother, the new Universe Master. After successfully mastering the 2nd form of the Shiwu wings, Luo Feng felt super satisfied because he now had control over space and time within a radius of up to 80 light years, stretching all the way to the planets where the Golden Horn race live. It was a terrifying ability that even surpassed top-tier treasures like the Thousand Treasure River. But Luo Feng held back his power. Otherwise, any planet caught in his domain control would be instantly destroyed. However, to test his attack power this time, Babata found the coordinates of a huge red planet to be the test subject for Luo Feng's new ability. Once she found an uninhabited red planet with just a clench of his fist, Luo Feng effortlessly obliterated the entire planet in an instant, and boom! According to Babata, she noted that the explosion from this technique alone was on par with a standard Universe Master's attack. So this time, no one would ever doubt that Luo Feng's strength was equivalent to a Universe Master. Filled with pride, Luo Feng finally named the 2nd form of the Shiwu wings the Golden Country technique. The name didn't just represent the golden light domain he created, but it was also proof of his achievement in fusing the laws of space and time through his true treasure. However, looking at the secret engravings on it, he realized that his Shiwu wings were actually still imperfect, as there was a disconnected section in the engravings. To activate the much stronger 3rd form, he wouldn't just need a deeper understanding of the laws, but he also had to find the missing components to put the legendary wings back together and unleash their true power. Not long after, a holographic message arrived from the double-faced Ancestral God, telling Luo Feng to head to the Ancestral God Palace ASAP. Upon arriving at the sect's location, Luo Feng was teleported via the light pillar of the 5-color Aurora Lake straight to the Ancestral God Palace. Inside the palace hall, a ridiculously grand palace-type top-true treasure filled with totem pillars from various races across the universe, Luo Fang met the double-faced ancestral god. It's known that he is one of the 3 ancestral gods in the sect who has reached the Tier 6 Universe Master level, and he has a head with 2 contrasting faces, black and white. The white face is full of compassion and kindness, while the terrifying black face is full of a murderous aura. In that meeting, the ancestral god revealed a shocking fact. The will of the original universe had informed him of Luo Feng's true status, showing he hadn't actually broken through to the Universe Master level. Even though the world knows him as a Universe Master, the original universe's will knows that technically, Luo Feng isn't a true Universe Master yet. He's just a Universe Overlord using ultimate Universe Master level techniques. Another mind-blowing fact was that the technique Luo Fang had been using all this time originated from a stream that first appeared during the creation of the original universe. Seriously? Who exactly is Zuo Shangke, guys? He's super mysterious. Hearing that his status was still just a Universe Overlord, Luo Fang was incredibly shocked. He knew the Ancestral God Sect was the organization responsible for maintaining the universe's operational rules and was protected by those very laws. The Ancestral God then promised Luo Feng the honorable position of guarding Godly Master in the future, as long as he officially reached the Universe Master level. However, before that could happen, the Ancestral God gave him a highly classified and crucial first mission. A strict requirement for this mission was that Luo Feng wasn't allowed to involve the human race. Since that aligned with Luo Feng's own wishes, he agreed to take on the mission. It was explained that the details of this mission were ordered directly by the will of the original universe. The mission required Luo Feng to travel to a domain far away from human territory to investigate a mysterious phenomenon that was considered a serious threat to the stability of the original universe. To prepare him for the mission, Luo Feng was given a unique item, shaped like a golden toad statue with dark gray eyes. This item acted as a detector. If the toad's eyes turned red within a 60 million mile radius, Luo Feng was ordered to immediately annihilate whatever life form triggered it, showing no mercy and leaving absolutely nothing behind.
并将引起他双眸变红的所有生命尽皆湮灭。
Then what happened next? Okay, thank you for watching until the end, and don't forget to support this channel with likes, subscribe, and comments. That's all from me. Bye.